Hey, what's up YouTube? This is the Mermail Master coming at you guys from the Team Time Riders Yugioh channel today with Brian. And Brian has probably the biggest, memeiest, craziest deck of all time. What are you playing today?
I got me a BISTRO Butcher OTK deck.
BISTRO Butcher OTK. What does this do? What is this?
Basically, you want to give your opponent BISTRO Butcher and just keep crashing a lot of monsters so you draw into EXODIA.
If I remember correctly, BISTRO Butcher's effect is,
when it deals damage to your opponent, will draw 2 cards.
Alright, so somehow you've managed to break this card wide open. Show us what you're playing. Let's get a look at this deck right now because this is unlike anything I've ever seen.
Alright, so start off, obviously, it's BISTRO Butcher. You gotta have 3 of them to start off. The only problem with this is, there's no real way to search out this card in this deck. So you have to draw into it to start off your combo.
The BISTRO Butcher.
Then of course, you have the win condition. You're going to be drawing so many cards, gotta get that EXODIA.
BISTRO Butcher EXODIA! Oh man, this is incredible.
Yeah, so the way this starts off, you got your BISTRO Butcher, you give it to your opponent somehow, she ends Spy, Creature Swap, we'll get to that one later. Start crashing your monsters. So, you got monsters like 3 Nova Summoners, start off the combo. Nova Summoner floats into any fairy monster, 1500 or less attack.
So basically what you're saying here is like, if you give the BISTRO Butcher to your opponent, then you summon something like Nova Summoner and crash in and then search another Nova Summoner?
Exactly. Just keep floating into Nova Summoners until you run out or you draw them all.
Alright, let's see what's next.
Then once you run out of Nova Summoners, triple Shining Angels. Another one, light 1500 or less. Always in attack position too. So it makes it a lot more consistent, but you also tend to draw into a lot of your pieces. You're not going to lose all your life points in one go, but you might draw most of your combos. But that's something we can deal with later. So after Shining Angel, you float into UFO Roid.
UFO Roid being run in an actual deck.
Never thought I'd play this card in a million years. Always floats into a 1500 or less machine type monster.
So that includes himself though, right?
Yep, he's got 1200 attack. I believe he's the weakest monster that I'll actually summon in this deck.
Alright, so who does he float into?
He floats into machine type monster, so gotta go with UFO Turtle. One UFO to another.
Whoa.
He floats into fire, 1500 or less. Gonna be hearing that a lot.
I guess this deck is out of this world, but I'm...
Boy. Alright, after you're done with the turtle, have the triple Mass Dragons to top it off.
Woo.
So, Mass Dragon floats into dragons, 1500 or less, attack position.
And he's a fire as well.
And, well, it's the only way to get him out, really.
Yeah.
If you're starting off with him, you're going to have a bad time.
So basically, like, it's an entire thing where every single thing floats into the next thing, and then meanwhile, BISTRO Butcher on your opponent's side of the field is making you draw 2 cards every single time.
Exactly.
Until you get to EXODIA.
Right now, the only other monsters I have are 2 Effect Veilers. For some reason, you don't get the full combo. At least you have a little bit of defense on your side. Might actually end up throwing in a Max C. Just something along the line and help you draw even more cards.
If you're playing against Spirals and you somehow draw into EXODIA, you don't even have to do a dang thing.
Exactly. Alright. So that's everything for the monsters right now.
Alright.
Just grab these out of the way.
Now let's see
the spells and traps. Which normally you wouldn't run traps in here, but I'm missing a couple spells. But first, she and Spy. So you give them a monster that you have on your side of the field already. Don't need to take anything of theirs. So there's no additional requirement to it.
Yeah. Give that BISTRO Butcher.
Unlike Creature Swap.
Those nice ultras.
Oh, beautiful cards. The only downside is that your opponent has to have a monster and you don't, but
yeah.
I mean, if you're going first, you're not going to be doing the OTK anyways.
True.
Then you have 2 reloads. Great card for this deck since you're going to be having a lot of cards in your hands. You're going to draw a lot of your combo pieces, whether you want to or not. So at least it's a quick play. You can use it during the battle phase, put some of your pieces back, and hopefully don't draw into them again. But if you do, it is what it is.
Alright.
So, after the battle phase, got magical mallets. Put back whatever you want. If you got another piece of Exodia left, pray to God you get that.
Keep it in your hand or something.
Of course. Then, for those first turn plays, 2 potted dualities.
Yeah.
Not going to be floating, so you don't need that extra special summon. Grab anything you want. And got 1 up goblin, because more cards, more cards.
Yup.
I only have 2 traps.
Life points don't matter out here. Yep.
So in this, I only have the 2 potted dualities I would swap out for double summons to make it a true OTK. Right now it's a 1-turn stall, then OTK.
Yep.
Depending on how high of a deck you're playing, this ain't meant for any competitive scene.
Yeah, this is an age deck, but it's like the kind of stuff that we love on this channel, guys. Like crazy stuff. Breaking Bistro Butcher wide open.
Alright, and so for my 2 traps, compulsory evacuation device. Probably trade that out for a 3rd double summon.
Yep.
And solemn warning.
Nice.
Always have to have a little negation in every deck.
Yeah. So that's the whole deck?
That's everything. No, I don't run an extra deck. There's no real need for it.
I don't think you really need one. But honestly, this is a crazy awesome deck profile. How often do you find yourself getting this OTK off?
Probably say 6 out of every 10 times.
Which is pretty dang good. And once the double summons go in there, like that number's gonna rocket up.
Exactly.
You should think about putting in that card, the Arrival Rivals that just came out. Allows you to normal summon a monster during the battle phase.
Oh, actually that'd be great.
So you have like double summons in there, you get Arrival Rival going, pop the Bistro Butcher over to their side, battle phase, normal summon the monster, crash, and then start getting that OTK off.
Exactly.
And as he mentioned before, guys, one of the only problems is Bistro Butcher forces you to draw before you can search, since the search is activated on a separate chain. So hopefully you're going to want to draw into your summoners first, because Summoner, as I understand, Summoner floats into Shining Angel.
Right.
Shining Angel floats into...
Shining Angel can either float into Summoner or into UFO-roid. You want to, if you start off with Shining Angel, you want to float through your Nova Summoners, then back to Angel into UFO-roid.
So there's like a nice order of things, and that like basically it's like, yeah, it's like Summoner searches a level 2,000 or lower defense fairy, which is Shining Angel. Shining Angel searches for any light that's 1500 or lower, so that's the UFO-roid. UFO-roid searches for any 15 or lower machine, so that's the turtle, and then the turtle searches for a level 15 or lower fire, so that's the dragon. If you crash like 12 of those, you're drawing 24 cards. That's
exactly
pretty nuts.
Yeah, and each battle you're only losing 400 life points, 600 if you're using UFO-roid. He's literally the weakest thing you will ever have on this board, but they're not very strong to begin with anyways.
Well, anyway, guys, that is a pretty incredible deck profile. I'd love to see what this deck can do, especially like finding new cards to break this strategy wide open. If you guys have anything that you want to see like in the comments below, or have any suggestions on how Brian might be able to improve this deck, like let us know. But Brian, thank you so much for the deck profile. We really appreciate it.
Of course, anytime.
Any shout outs you want to give? Anyone you want to
Nah, actually I should leave them all set.
Alright, well thank you guys so much for watching the video. Thanks once again to you, Brian. If you guys like the video, please remember to rate, comment, and subscribe on the Team Time Riders YouTube channel. We always love to hear everything that you have to say, respond to every comment, and we're looking forward to bring more awesome content to you guys very, very soon. So thanks once again for the deck profile. This is the Mermail Master, and we're signing out. Peace out.